lovelies, welcome back. If you're new to my channel, hi, my name is Yasmin. Thank you so much for being here, and I'm super excited to bring you guys another OnlyFans video. I just wanted to mention this really quickly. If this is your first OnlyFans video that you're watching of mine, make sure you guys watch part 1 in the very beginning all the way to the end in case you are new to OnlyFans, because I keep getting the same questions through DMs and through comments about certain things that I've already gone through in my series, and I have a bunch of videos about OnlyFans, so make sure you guys check it out. But for this video in particular, we're going to be going through the taxes portion of OnlyFans, because I know a lot of you guys have had a lot of questions about taxes. So I finally did my taxes. I think this was like a week ago that I did them, and I totally forgot to mention it to you guys and to film this video. So I wanted to show you guys, you know, how I did my taxes, what you guys will need, what to expect, all that stuff, because I know you guys had a lot of questions about OnlyFans. But of course, before we get into it, make sure you guys please hit the subscribe button. I would really appreciate it if you guys support me and hit the subscribe button, and also hit the like button so I know you guys like these videos. I hope they are helpful to you. I've been getting a lot of DMs from a lot of you guys, and I've been trying my best to respond to everyone, but I appreciate your guys' support on these videos, and I'm happy to help, and I'm excited to keep filming more videos like this for you guys. But of course, let's just go ahead and get started. Alright, just a disclaimer in the beginning of this video. I just want to put this out there that not everybody's experience is going to be the same as mine. I had two W-2s, the 1099, which is for my OnlyFans, and I had another 1099 separate for my YouTube earnings as well. So I had several sources of income. So I just want to put that out there. Everybody's experience is going to be different. Of course, it depends on where you go to, who you go to, all that stuff. So make sure you guys keep that in mind. I'm just letting you guys know my experience in, you know, how it went down. So I just want to put that out there before we get into it. But of course, I'm gonna go ahead and start. Like I mentioned, I did have two W-2s. I had from working at the bank and from my job now, so 2 full-time jobs. I also had a 1099 from YouTube, which wasn't much, and I had another 1099 for OnlyFans. So the one that you will get from OnlyFans is called a 1099 NEC. So it'll pretty much be a really small one. It won't have a lot of information. The only thing it'll have is a section for royalties, which is a section that you will have that is like the total amount of money that you made. And of course, that's like not with tax, but and then it'll just have like your basic info, and then it'll say it's from Phoenix Internet, which is what your tax form will say that it's from. I would show you guys mine, but it does have some personal information that I don't want to put out there, but just keep in mind that that's what it should have and that's what it should look like. It did come in the mail around the same time as my YouTube one, so it doesn't take that long. It usually comes around the same time when your other W-2s will come in, so within the same month of January, they all came in at the same time. This is my first year filing 2 1099 forms for taxes. Prior years, I would only have W-2, so I would only do my taxes on TurboTax because I just did them myself. Very easy. You just upload the picture and your W-2s are good to go. So I didn't really have to worry about that. But this year, I did end up trying TurboTax again, even though I've never tried filing these types of forms before. So initially, when I did it, TurboTax said that I owed $2,200, almost $2,300 is what I owed in taxes. And I made about $8,000 on OnlyFans, and I made about almost $300 on YouTube. So that kind of freaked me out a little bit that I owed almost $2,300 to the government for doing OnlyFans. So I had an emotional breakdown because I actually didn't have any money saved up, which I definitely recommend that you should. Any money saved up from any OnlyFans earnings, because something would always happen. So like I'd have car problems, I had to take my cat to the vet, you know, just certain things happen that you just can't save it. So, but here I am now, and I'm just decided to just not go through with TurboTax. I stopped TurboTax, which is, I recommend that you guys do not do TurboTax if you are doing your taxes and never filed a form like this before, because it can get a little difficult, and there's a lot that I didn't know that of course I'm going to tell you guys about. Another disclaimer, I am not a tax preparer person. I don't know anything like really about taxes. I don't know anything about deductions. I don't know anything about expenses. I don't know anything about fees. I don't know a lot of that stuff. So like I mentioned, I only did my taxes beforehand with a W-2. And again, that's pretty simple. You just take a picture, you fill in the blanks and all that stuff. So, I mean, that was pretty easy, but this was a little bit more difficult. So I will 100% recommend going to a professional to help you file these forms, because they do get a little tricky. So definitely do that. Make an appointment. Make sure to let them know. One thing, when I was sitting with my tax person, I mean, I was very, very lucky to get a really humble, open-minded, sweet tax preparer for me. I went to a local little tax shop. I didn't go to H&R Block at all because they fucking charge an arm and a leg to file some paperwork. But this place is amazing. Just so you are also aware, these types of forms are a little bit more expensive than just filing just a W-2. So just keep that in mind. And I had 2 of them. So it is going to cost you more than $150, maybe over $200 to file these. So just make sure that you are aware of that. But yeah, I got really, really lucky with the person that I got. And, you know, she just asked me what they were for. I just told her, hey, this is for YouTube. This one's for OnlyFans. You know, do that what you will, or whatever category you want to put it under, but that's what it is. And then we were trying to look for the category that they would fall under, because you can't really put it as a content creator. You have to put it as something else. But when she was looking it up, apparently online, it said that if you are doing a form to file for OnlyFans taxes, that you shouldn't say OnlyFans. You should say, I think it was like specialized content creator, which I think is ridiculous, because if you I mean, I don't know. I just said it out loud. I just said it's for OnlyFans because I'm pretty sure like 90% of the world knows what it is. So it's like, you do that what you will, you know, like that's what it is. It's content creating. So whatever. Anyways, but I got really lucky and she was super sweet. She helped me out and she was totally understanding. We had a great conversation. She was awesome. I got really, really lucky. So like I said, make sure you guys go to an actual professional to file these because they do get tricky. And you'll end up owing a lot of money because let me tell you, I got really lucky. So I'm just gonna go through this list of things. If you guys do any content creation, like I said, I do YouTube, of course, as you're watching me, and I also do OnlyFans. So I pay a lot of things out of pocket, especially for YouTube, for my channel. I paid a lot in expenses. And I did not know that you can use them as, you know, deductions and as expenses so you don't have to owe money. That is why they say to save your receipts. And this year I am saving all my receipts. So I'm going to go through a list of things you guys can write down and use as like an expense deduction, that kind of a thing when you're doing content creating, because I had no idea this was a thing. So she actually printed out, she was super sweet, a whole list, oh God, a whole list of things that you can claim as like a deduction or an expense for content creation. So I'm gonna go ahead and go through this list so you guys have it down. This one, I'm just gonna tell you guys the one specifically for OnlyFans, not necessarily for YouTube, but I guess it can go either or. So let's just go ahead and start. I'm gonna just go by the list, and if I need to explain more, I will. So make sure you guys have pen and paper so you guys are aware, so you guys are prepared to do your taxes. So let's go ahead and start with the first one. So we got is props. We also have lighting, accessories, so like a ring light. I did use my ring light as an expense because I do have a ring light. It's a cheap one that I got from Walmart, but it's still something that I use to make videos, so I use that. Sex toys, if you guys go to any sex shops and purchase sex toys, dildos, vibrators, anything that's like a sex toy or something that you bought from the sex shop, keep that receipt and make sure that you guys use that as a claim. Make sure you add that up into your expenses. Gym fees also can be used as an expense. Any beauty treatments, so if you guys go get any dolled up, get your nails done, get your hair done, get a facial, anything like that that'll prepare you for doing an OnlyFans video, make sure that you save that receipt as well. And of course, the obvious is lingerie. If you go and purchase any lingerie, make sure you keep that separate. For instance, if you're gonna go to Ross and you're buying some home decor and then you throw in some lingerie for some OnlyFans videos, make sure you purchase them separate. I mean, that's what I would do so I can see the exact amount I spent on the lingerie instead of like trying to combine it and figure it out with the home decor in there. That's what I started doing, is purchasing everything separately so I know what's supposed to be claimed where. So that's what I would do. Any Airbnb fees that you paid to use, like for instance, if you're going to do an Airbnb and go like film like a sex tape or something, or like go do photos somewhere, that also counts. Some rent that you live, like if you, like for instance, I did claim half of my rent on here. This was also part of it. I guess any meals can also count towards it. I guess any food that you use for OnlyFans. I don't do food on mine, but if somebody does food on theirs, then they can use that as a claim because you're using it as content creation. Another big one that I didn't know of, which I definitely am happy I'm doing this video so you guys know that you guys can use this as an expense. The fees that OnlyFans charges you. OnlyFans charged me about over $2,000 of fees, as I've explained before, the 80-20 rule on OnlyFans. You can actually use that as an expense because that was a fee that they took from you. So that was something that you use for content creation. So that also counts. So make sure you calculate how much on your statements. You could go on your statements and pick like from what month of what year to when you want it. Like for instance, I did mine April to December of last year, of course, that's when I started. So all those fees can also be used as an expense. You can also use your internet, your phone bill as well. That's what I used because obviously internet, I need it to upload content. My phone bill, I use my my phone to do everything pretty much. Any home use, which is, and I already explained that, it's like the rent. Any travel as well, like if I go traveling, like, I mean, I'm not going to do that, but in case somebody does that, in case you go travel to like another state, another city or something, or down the street over to do content with somebody, or do a collab of content with somebody, you can also use the travel expense that way as a expense. Office supplies, any, if you get like a folder or any organizing supplies on how to organize your content, you can use that as well. Any advertising, for instance, I did mention about advertising on like Instagram. You can definitely use that, and I spent a lot on advertising last year, so it's pretty crazy. Any supplies, any vehicle expenses, again, traveling, gasoline, if you got an oil change, all of that. Any makeup that you used, of course, any makeup that you use to get ready for your videos, that also counts as an expense. And any apps or editing that has to do with OnlyFans. So for instance, my editing app, I counted in there. I do use Facetune to, just make things look a little bit more clear and pretty and bright. I do use Facetune, so I did include that as well. So those are all the ones that you guys can include. So make sure you guys write all that down because it's a lot. I'm sure there's more things, but you can literally claim a lot of things as an expense for your videos. So make sure that you keep your receipts and you tally all up, because it is a pain in the ass when you have to brainstorm and think of everything on the spot, which is why they have you do an appointment, which is what took my appointment. It took me 2 hours to get all this like taken care of. So make sure you guys have everything listed down, get all your numbers together, make sure you know how much exactly you spent on everything. That way they can use that for your little expenses deductions section. So like I mentioned, I made about $8,000 on OnlyFans last year, and I did not owe a single penny. And that is because everything that I spent on mostly YouTube, but OnlyFans as well, I spent a large amount last year, a crazy amount, to make content last year, and that had me not owing money. I'm actually going to get my refund from, my other jobs. I'm actually going to get a refund back, but I don't owe a single penny. So I got very, very, very lucky. It's all because of these expenses. I literally spent my arm and leg on all the stuff that I create, all the makeup that I purchased for hauls for myself, for the videos, all the hair, all the clothes that I bought to like wear a top, all the jewelry. I mean, everything, my expenses for my house, my internet bill, my editing apps, every single thing that went into every single video, photo, everything that went through, thumbnail, all that stuff was included in those taxes. So that is why I am not owing a single penny. So I got very, very, very lucky this year. I don't know if next year will be the same. I could definitely do a catch-up video for next year's taxes if you guys want to see. I don't know if I'll make as much on OnlyFans because I haven't really been consistent on it, but I still get money here and there every month. So I still get a good chunk of money every month from OnlyFans. But if you guys want me to update you on that part, I really can. But that's pretty much how my taxes came out. And I don't want to give you an exact number how much I'm getting back, but it's a pretty good amount. So I'm really excited because, of course, I still work a full-time job, and I did work at the bank last year as well, and I made a lot of money from the bank, so I was able to get some money back. So I'm very, very, very grateful. I'm very blessed of the place that I found that helped me, and I'm very, very happy for my tax preparer because she's awesome and she helped me out a ton. But yeah, so make sure you guys save those receipts, save all that info, gather all that up. Make sure you guys save and count, and make sure you have money set on the side just in case, you aren't able to, in case you have to pay the government, make sure you have money on the side just in case. But let me tell you guys, my expenses is way more than what I owe the government, way more expenses. It was an insane amount of money. So yeah, so I guess that's everything for this video. Let me know what you guys thought down below. I hope this prepared you and helped you to go in with your taxes with an open mind. Again, not everybody's experience is going to be the same, so make sure you guys are prepared for anything. Make sure you have all your receipts, all your paperwork ready to go. And I wish you guys tons of luck on your journeys with taxes and your journey with OnlyFans. And again, if you guys are not sure about OnlyFans, make sure you guys watch all of my videos from part 1 all the way to the end. I have 3 different parts. I have content ideas. I have this video, and I'm also going to do a poses video as well, so make sure you guys watch those. I still am doing $5 shout outs, so all the info will be in the description box down below if you guys are interested in that. But yeah, I think that's everything for me. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye!